I was on my way here, and I had to stop for gas, and I pulled over, and it was a gas station across from the elementary school I went to. I was sitting there. I hadn't been there in years.
Yeah.
Sitting outside the elementary school looking at it, and I was like, it was the wall. I remember where we used to play wall ball for recess, like on that side of the school. And it was like away from the chaperone, so they wouldn't see us. Like, they wouldn't see us, the recess monitors, like those teachers wouldn't see us play wall ball or kill the man with the ball or whatever we were playing.
Yeah.
And I remember feeling totally safe, like in elementary school, in that school, like totally at home, totally safe, happy to learn, excited to go. Like, I remember like drum kits and like Friday pizzas and reading circles and you know, I don't know, man. Just always felt like super comfortable.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, elementary school.
Yeah.
That school. Just being there, looking at it again, I was like, wow. That felt like a safe, warm place.
I like that.
Yeah.
Pop in, sucker.
Welcome
back.
Welcome home. Episode 205 of
the You Are Here
podcast.
Welcome, guys. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the Christmas cheer.
It's Christmas observed.
For the Christmas cheer.
For the Christmas cheer. Drop a
I hope you had a great Christmas.
too,
I had a great one. What about you, Dave? You had fun?
Excellent Christmas.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it more though.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Because I'm sure with the guys we are,
Yeah.
I'm sure some feelings going on.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
Always. So you can always expect that here.
It's that time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Shout out to Anytown Actors Lab. If you're looking to act, you're acting and you want a refresher, you took a break maybe, or you just want to get a different perspective and maybe learn a little more. AnytownActorsLab.com. It's got online classes, consultation, free.
Yep.
By the great Adam Louder.
That's right.
He's out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area in Texas if you want an in-person class. But if not, do an online one. He knows what he's doing. He's been training for years. And he's a great guy. AnytownActorsLab.com. Shout out to the patrons, patreon.com/You Are Here podcast.
Okay.
It's the best way to support us. The holiday cheer, right? Holiday cheer. Give us $1. No, if you like what we're doing, it's the best way to support us. We're also on twitch.tv/You Are Here podcast to be live, play games, to have fun, react to stuff. We did reacting last time, and it was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
We had a lot of people coming.
Yeah.
So it's a good time if you want to come hang out with your boys. Twitch.tv/You Are Here podcast, and also another partner of the podcast, because we like to support people, man. We like to support businesses. We like to support people that are putting in the work.
That's right.
And what is it? Raw Fitness.
Raw Fitness
in Lodi,
New Jersey. Yep. We just had in the last episode, Brian Geraldo came out.
Watch that episode.
Go watch it. Go like, subscribe. Share with your friends.
Yeah.
Share with your mom.
Get a class. Go to the gym.
Yep.
Get fit. It's the new year.
It's hit classes, it's circuit training, it's real deal classes, and they do not MMA. They do boxing classes, and they do this incredible raw fitness routine. So get in there. There's a big group of people right now going. Brian Geraldo,
Might be sold out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They probably have holiday. He's probably got a holiday special going or something right now. It's 201-321-3626, Lodi, New Jersey, Raw Fitness. Go check them out.
Boom.
Welcome back. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Dave. Merry Christmas.
Merry
dude.
Christmas, dude.
Like, for real, Merry Christmas to you, dude.
Thanks, buddy.
What is something something that came up this holiday? Something that, I don't know, like maybe something you'd expect to pop up. Something you were thinking about. You're like, oh, why am I feeling like
Yeah.
Do you have anything like that?
I had a full-blown panic attack.
Really?
A few days before Christmas.
Oh, man.
I think it was like a day before Christmas Eve.
What happened?
It came over me, man.
What do you think that was?
And I tried to trace it back. I was leaving the house with Lena, and I was at the door, and I remember just being like my chest tightened up.
Yeah.
I was getting all fucking tight. And I was like, okay, breathe. So I remember trying to breathe, and I'm like, wait a second, am I having a panic attack? That was the first thought I had.
That's the worst feeling.
Or there was the last thought I had.
Yeah.
Like it didn't hit me until I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
And I was going,
Yep.
like consecutively, and I was like, I'm having a fucking panic attack. My body is attacking itself, and I think I know why. 2 weeks didn't work out. Not one time because I was sick.
Yeah.
So no physical activity whatsoever. So then I start looking at myself like, you're a slob. You look gross. You feel gross. Like you're not doing the physical exertion to burn off that cortisol or whatever that negative chemical is in your body. And I'm a scientist. I'm a biologist. I'm a doctor. No, but I think that's what it was. It was that compounded with the things, and this is what I want to get into with you about, but you're going to answer this question first. I think it's the things I was looking at that are what my life is now, where usually I can look at with a perspective of, sure, this is maybe not going in my favor, but like, look at the silver lining. Look what is going in my favor. Look what I do have. I am married. I do have an apartment. I do have a job. I have money in my account. I have a car that works. I have a best friend who invites me over every week. I have a podcast. God loves me. All those things. Usually I could see those things, but for some reason, every thought consecutively, like back to back to back to back on that day was negative and irrational. Like crazy negative. You know what I mean? Like you're going to die. Damn. And you're going to die soon. You're over the hill. Yeah. You're broke. Yeah. Your wife doesn't love you no more. Nobody likes you anymore. It was just like
just building up.
But it was like so real to me.
Yeah.
By the time I got to the door, I think that's when my chest was so fucking tight. You know, straight up panic attack. So I experienced that.
Do you think it's when like, because
what was the question?
It was all building up to now you have this like you got to go and meet the folks and they're going to ask you things and now you're like, oh, I got to go through all that. What spiel do I have this here, you know?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like how's it
like
going? Yeah.
But like
I don't know how to answer it now because I just say, "Oh, I'm good. I'm working."
Yeah.
That's
all it is. You're working on,
and then I'm working.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Just working.
That's what they want.
Yeah, that's what they want to hear, right? I guess I know that. That's what they want to hear.
Yeah.
My uncle says, "How you doing?" I'm good. I'm working.
You said that you had a question for me or something.
Well, I want to.
And I asked you a question first. So.
Well, I want to bounce it back to you.
Okay.
Because you're asking me what I found. I found that I think going through a bout of like a seasonal depression and a panic that was bubbling up. And I figured, I didn't figure it out. It hit me in the face.
Yeah.
And then it just came out. And I kept saying, I think I'm going to cry today. And like the cry never came. The cry was like just stuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I felt it coming. I'd be like, and I'd like swallow it.
Really?
Yeah. It just didn't, because of that I guess all the things I was talking about, my chest was tight. It wasn't like loose. Yeah. So I wasn't open to getting out or feeling.
Okay. I feel you.
I'm bouncing it back to you this holiday season. Yeah. But it was yesterday was beautiful. I got to see my little sisters and I got to actually feel
finally
like
got there.
Relaxed. Yeah, it was beautiful. Beautiful. Played Mario Kart live. Have you heard of this?
Live?
You can buy now, if you got on the Switch a little Mario Kart. You like playing Mario Kart? Well, you can there's the cars and track that you can make in your house with a car with a camera on it. So it connects to the TV. So you're playing in your house.
Wait, what?
Dude, and there's like power-ups and stuff.
It's like a VR thing?
It's the best. It's the coolest thing.
What the heck?
So we were doing that. We were having a good time. My little sister had a lot of fun. And Lena had a lot of fun.
That's sick.
We had a good time. Nice. What'd you find out this holiday season?
You know, I think it's funny that you bring up your, the kids and stuff, because this is basically my first year without my my main family. I went over to my cousin's family.
Your mom and dad?
Yeah, my mom and dad are they moved, so, and I couldn't really go out there because, it's been a lot of stuff, work, the move, and it's just a lot, I guess at this point where I couldn't really go. And it's weird for the first time, as the days were leading up, I was like, oh, I remember even last year, it's like, oh, like Christmas is coming up. We got to prepare. We got to do stuff. We got to figure things out. We're going to have people over. Or we're gonna go somewhere else, but we gotta cook. And I'm like sitting at home, it's 5 days before Christmas. I'm like, should I be doing something? I should probably be, I got gifts and stuff and everything. I was thinking about it, but I was like, wait, what about the food and the stuff that I didn't have to think about, as the
mom had
as the kid, mom and dad, and it was interesting. I ended up being all right. Let me. We talked it all out. We all figured out what we're gonna bring. I made some pierogies from scratch. Yeah. First time ever. Came out great. Made some cookies. I made some other stuff. And we all just, we went there, we met, and it was just a very cozy time.
Yeah.
Went to my cousin's place. It was beautiful. But I really did realize it's like, I think because I was on my own. Normally I'm like, it's like when we're at my family's house and we're all sitting there. It's like, oh, this is our place. This is our home. But like now that I'm going somewhere else, I'm like, oh, like I'm kind of like on the edge, like looking in. I'm like, oh wow, like this is this perspective.
Yeah.
That other people have.
Yeah.
So it's cool to have like a different feeling. And also getting to the age of 26. Even over the past couple of years, I'm like, my parents still ask me like, what do you want for Christmas, Mikey? I'm like, I don't want anything.
Oh man,
like, I don't want a thing.
I feel that
honestly.
Too.
Well, this year actually they asked me and I was like, oh, let me get a new pot. I'm like, get me stuff like I'm gonna use, pot to cook soup in or something.
Yeah.
But then I really realized it's like I really just want to see like, because we have some the kids come over, my cousin's kids, and I'm like, oh, I just want them to be like as happy as possible.
Yeah.
It's like their thing now. And I even brought the camcorder I have. I don't know where I put it. Yeah. But I have a little camcorder, and I was like, I'm gonna bring this and like start like recording that, because I always thought about like my parents always had like home videos when I was kids, and I'm like, oh, I just want to like record like as I am now. Yeah. Like the world going on around. Yeah. It's kind of cool. So I think maybe the what I realized is how other people make things important, or like, I don't know, complete the holiday, like that's the thing I'm looking forward to. Not like, a personal thing or anything like that. It's like I like seeing everyone in one place all at once. Seeing the kids happy, they get all their toys and everything. It's nice.
I noticed that last night. I was watching because you told me you were watching It's a Wonderful Life, and I was like, oh, I gotta watch it. Yeah. Because I hadn't watched it all day. And I threw it on, and Lena was like talking to me real quick, and she's like, oh,
I watched that twice.
No, it's a good movie.
It is really.
But we get into it a bit because, the movies, if you haven't seen it, you gotta go see it. It's a staple. Yeah. My favorite movie of all time.
I was gonna say it's like top 5.
For me,
it's so good.
Top, tippity top. But it is, so we're watching it, and she goes like, don't be mad if I fall asleep or whatever. And I was like, well, why don't watch it with me? She's like, no, it makes me sad. And I'm like, why? She's like, well, Christmas, like, how this is like what he's going through, and it's just a sad movie, and like, I don't know, like, she was talking about Christmas in itself, and she said, well, look, like, she was like, the nature of it, like look at all these presents and things like that. And she's like, it's about these presents, getting presents, and the more presents, the better, and all this stuff. And I feel the same way, where now that I'm older, I'm like, I don't even think about, can you get me like this? And can I get this? Yeah. Also, I was thinking about this to get for me. And it's like, I don't get the same high I used to get when I was a kid. And you'd wake up and you'd run upstairs, and it's like, oh my God. When you're a kid, that's what it's about. It's like, wow, I'm special. Look at all these gifts. Yeah. This is magic. Magic is here. And for me, and that's beautiful. I think that's a beautiful thing about Christmas. But when you get older, there's a transition. Yeah. And you're the one getting the gifts. And you're not receiving the gifts. They're not cascading off the tree, or you're not waking up to a surprise. It's not. It's really not the case anymore. And it never bothered me, really. But then this year I was talking to her, and we watched the movie. I said, well, it's cool because you learn when you're young, like how special and beautiful it is, and for that reason. But then when you're older, it's like, it's the giving of the gift, and then seeing someone feel special because you gave them something that was thoughtful. Like, that's the nature of Christmas. That's why it's like important. It's not about the money. And if you wrote a note and gave it to somebody, or a poem, or whatever, like clean their house for them and they were tired or something, like, I don't know. Yeah. But it's not about what you're receiving. Yeah. For me, speaking for myself, like, I know how I feel now, and you could give me 20 gifts and I'd be like blown away by them, but I'd also be like, I wouldn't feel the same way I feel watching you open a gift. Yeah. That makes me feel better. So Christmas, I think, is important in a different way. Yeah. The nature of giving and kindness, and like, And in the movie, that's the whole point.
I know, which is such a weird thing, like for it to watch it now. It's like the craziest thing because it's that transition period where you're like, oh, like the gifts don't matter at all. And the whole thing about the movie is, it's not about like, you know, the things the things you have, or, you know, it's about what you give out.
Yeah.
You know? And that's just cool, you know?
I love that. Like, I noticed this year too. This is something that surprised me. Oh my gosh, this is what I should have said.
Yeah.
I relate more to the movie every year.
Yeah.
To George Bailey.
Yeah.
To having like.
Dude, I'm telling you, I watched it the first time, like I think last Christmas.
Yeah.
And I was like, it blew my mind. And I watched it this year, and I'm telling you, I watched it at the weirdest time because we were watching like a bunch of different movies, and we like put on the Polar Express and
That's
all
a
this.
cute one.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, the CG looks so weird now.
It does now.
It's insanity. Yeah. And back then it was like, dude, like,
top of the line.
this is insane.
Tom Hanks.
Makes no sense.
He's saying.
But I literally watched it after it was like midnight and everyone was going to bed, and I was laying in bed, and there's little Louie. It's a little dog that they have over there, and he's been going to me and like putting his hand on me to pet like all day.
Yeah.
And I'm allergic to dogs.
Oh, you
Fur,
are?
to fur.
Oh, wow.
So, but I still pet him anyway because I love dogs.
Yeah.
And I don't know why all day it didn't hit me, and then right at the end it hit me, and I was like sniffling and like tearing like all night, and I couldn't fall asleep. And I was like, I'm just gonna throw the movie on, and I sat on my phone watching it all night, and I was like, dude, this. I don't know what it is, but it's just the greatest movie of all time. Mm-hmm. Like I can't like, it's put it like when you make a movie, you like, you know, there's things you like, you throw in like a little sprinkle of like a maybe something hinting later, like a foreshadowing. But in this movie, it has like a million things. Yeah. That like it all like develops over time, and then at the end, like so many things get resolved and unresolved, but it's okay. And I don't know, man. It's so, I don't know. Yeah. Especially in this time of my life, I'm like, man, like, and we've been talking about the podcast. It's like just like appreciating just living and being able to, you know, give to other people and being of service and stuff. Yeah. That's exactly what it's about. It's exactly, you know, and it hits so hard. And I feel like if everyone like, because I put it on in the second time I watched it was the next day. And everyone was there? Yeah, but like no one wanted to watch movies. Yeah. So. And it's just like this old movie, and everyone's like, whatever. But I was sitting there the whole time because I was like, I just want to see it again. Yeah. You know? Yeah. My uncle is the only one that like sits down and he's like, oh, I want to watch. Like, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Dude. But yeah, just like, I don't know, man. I think it's just a perfect movie for this time. What struck you specifically about it this time around? I think I think this time around, I really like started taking like note of each thing that George Bailey does for other people, you know, and what he like wants to do, and it gets shut down, and like tally up like how many things like go wrong for him, but how many people he's helping, because that's the whole thing. It's like at the end he sees it, you know, that what that does for him, but like. For him to be driven to the point where he's like, I'm done. Like, I don't even want to be on Earth anymore. I don't want to live. You know? Like, it's crazy. Yeah. It's really, really weird. Because it is so true about life. Is like, you just don't know what you're doing for other people. Oh, man. You know what I mean? And you can get to such a dark place. It's just the fact of life. That's what stuck out to me, too. That's just sadness. Yeah. And depression in life. Yeah. You know? And that was, what, the 40s? Yeah. Like, I don't know, man. There's something about that. Yeah, not much change. Yeah, not at all. Still the same thing, dude. I relate to him more and more. Yeah. Every year. Yeah. Every year. Yeah, it's really weird. Watching again, bro, I swear, I was like... And I think that you really told me about, like, that I blew my mind was just the brother relationship. Yeah, bro. I never thought about that because I have a brother, and... And I mean, it's not the same, and like there's no like animosity with me and my brother. Yeah. But it's a similar like, oh, my brother moved like across the world and like took a risk and did what he wanted to do, like, and now he's like far away and like living like creating his own life. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna be home, and I'm like, I took over my dad's job, and like I'm like, dude, this is so weird when I think about it. Yeah. You know, but I don't have that same feeling that George Bailey does in the movie. like the jealousy.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously his own path. You know what I mean? And I have my own path. But it's just a weird, like, I don't know, the juxtaposition between like both of us.
Yeah.
It's like, it's really interesting. I don't know.
It's similar.
Yeah, it's cool.
The beginning, I remember turning it on. It was like, what is going on? I don't remember this part. The first moment is the town.
Yeah.
And you're seeing shots of the town, and it's everyone's house, and it's like, oh, someone's praying for George.
Yeah.
George's a good guy, man. Please, God, like help him out this year. And it's like, oh, George, he doesn't know how to take care of himself. God, like take care of him, please. And like his mother's talking about him, and they're praying for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it goes to the stars, and you see like the stars. God's talking to the angels, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, a man down on earth needs our help. I posted this. And then
That's such a good, like, it's literally so little. It's just the stars. It's like a little gimmicky kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's so like, I don't know. It's so good.
It was Frank Capra was the director, and they called it Capricorn. People made fun of his movies for being too corny.
Ah.
And some people were like turned off by that, and some people really like bought in because he believed that the most beautiful essences of life are like can be construed as corny, but also can be construed as like
And that's true.
really. I think Lena brought that up. I said, "Oh, that's a little corny." She's like, "Yeah, but isn't that beautiful too?" And I was like, "Well, it is how you look at it."
Yeah.
So yeah, in the movie, in the stars, when God's talking, he goes, "A man down on earth needs our help," and then the angel goes, "Splendid. Is he sick?" He says, "No, worse. He's discouraged." So think about that. I just, you just hear it for what it is, and it's quick, and it's no, he's not sick. He's discouraged. And the angel's saying, "Splendid," like he can't wait to go down and help. And he's saying, "Is he sick?" No, he's not sick. It's worse. He's discouraged. I get it.
Yeah. Because a sickness has like a cure.
A sickness, sickness like is either you're sick and you get well, or like you're sick and you get worse. But like discouragement is you're gonna wake up tomorrow and you're gonna throw away your life because you're discouraged about the way you're looking at things. Nothing is bright anymore.
Yeah.
Discouragement's scary. Discouragement is like depression.
Yeah.
That's scary, man. And I was looking at George Bailey, that whole movie, and I'm like, I fucking get it.
Yeah.
Coming off that panic attack, I'm like, I get it. I'm looking at everything, and I'm like, I don't have enough.
Yep.
I don't have enough. I don't do enough. I'm not good enough. And like, I don't know how to get out of this loop, this self-attack loop.
Yeah.
And it's every thought. And watching him go through what he goes through in the movie, getting brought to that point where he's got his daughter's pedals in his pocket, and before he's like putting them in there to just put his daughter to bed and not have her think twice, and like wanting to jump off the bridge, and now he's praying to God and he's saying like, I just want to live, I just want to be here, and nothing changed. That's the beautiful part.
Yeah.
Nothing changed. He still was in debt, $8,000 missing from uncle losing the money at the building and loan, right? He still, has the same wife, has the same kids he was cursing or, screaming at when he left the house and didn't want to even be around his wife. Now he's running home. He can't wait to see his fucking wife. Dude, he's bleeding. He's like, thank God I'm bleeding.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm home. I'm back. I'm back at this town that's still this town. And the effect that he did have on lives that you don't see. You never know. You never know what kind of like impact you have, or if you're removed, what that would do to another person's life, the direction of it.
Yeah.
Every life's significant, including your own life.
Yeah.
It's not like looking at other people and saying, yeah, of course they are. You are too. And it's hard when you get older because the world like kind of.
Yeah. Dude, and another really like interesting thing too is when you look at it, George is such like a flawed human, but people still love him because he does things for people. That's
love him.
What you have to do. That's
selfless.
That's exactly like you can, like in life you can have like all the people. Everyone has the flaws. You know what I mean? But if you're trying to deep down like do stuff for people, like that's gonna mean way more than you like. Just like, having a temper or something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But look at the way he saw it, too. When he was doing these things, he's like, the way he looked at the situation was, and this is my opinion, Dad is gone. Dad passed on.
Yeah.
Brother went overseas, right? Or went to school. I gave him my money to go to school, and I saved the building and loan. And the plan was, when he got back, he's going to take over the building loan because my whole dream, my whole fucking life was to shake the dust off of my feet of this little crummy town. That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Brother comes home, married, surprise.
Yeah.
Also got a job. Like,
Yeah.
you got to stay at the building alone now. You don't have to.
Dude, that moment really fucks me up.
Homie, you told me about that
Yeah,
moment when
that
he's at
moment
the
is
train and he's realizing,
crazy.
dude, it's clicking in his head.
Yeah.
He's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm stuck.
Doesn't say anything.
No.
Just from the
My
word.
brother has this opportunity. I don't want to hold him back from this
Yeah.
opportunity. He's got this beautiful new wife who's giving him a job.
And then the brother is like, oh, I got to get my bags. He
Yeah,
didn't tell
and
him
he's there alone.
anything. And he's looking around. He's like, what the fuck?
And you see he's upset, but then he fake smiles because he doesn't
Yeah.
want to sour the mood of what's going on
Yeah.
around him.
And that's
Hey.
it, dude.
Yeah.
That's literally like, because I think a person could just be like, what the fuck? Like, get it immediately. But he fucking cares about
cares.
people.
Yes.
And that's what, saves him in the end.
Yeah, but he thinks it's his biggest flaw.
Yeah.
Because he never got to do what he wanted to do with his life. He never got to do the Nat Geo, like, strap your boots up and go overseas thing.
Yeah, the worst is seeing him, like, in the moments of, like, just, like, losing it.
It's terrible.
And
It's discouragement.
Dude, and it's funny because last year when you told me it's, like, a Christmas movie, it's honestly such a, like, really, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the word would be, but it's definitely not, like, a Christmas, like, story.
Yeah.
It's more just like it's tragic. It's tragic and beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful fucking film.
It's a reminder. Like some good stories are like, live your life this way. Yeah. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Like some really good stories, the best stories, I think they remind you like what not to miss in life.
Yeah.
Or what is really significant and important in life.
Mm-hmm.
And I think perspective is exactly that with this movie.
Yeah.
Perspective. Nothing changes.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, nothing changes.
Yep.
He sees what it's like to not be around. He's lucky enough to do. That's the cosmic, like crazy sci-fi aspect of the movie that we'll never get, right?
Mm-hmm.
But before he prays to die and before he prays to live on the same bridge, the circumstance is the same. Nothing changed. It's just the way he saw it.
Yeah.
He's still selfless. He wasn't happy being selfless before. Fast forward, he's so grateful that he was selfless because he's surprised by the effect you have on these people around you, man.
Yep.
It's the cafe shit, dude. That's what I'm realizing. Because those days leading up to Christmas, I was fucking so upset to go to work, bro. And I was in my head 2 weeks ago saying, I can't wait to go to work the days before Christmas because I'm gonna be so excited and like, Merry Christmas. And like, I have this selfless thing and I feel so good that like, I just want to spread it. I want you to know I'm looking at you and I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas and like I hope your holiday's great and like where are you going and tell me about it and who are you and I was doing those things but it just wasn't fulfilling because I was I guess struggling and I didn't know it. But it's that same cafe thing where you're still doing the selfless shit but it's not fulfilling you in the same way because you're scared about your own things. It's you're worried about yourself.
Yeah.
He's worried about his city. He doesn't want to live in the drafty home. He doesn't want to have the fucking thing come off the stairs every time he goes in. He doesn't want his kids just banging on pianos and running around him while he's trying to like clear his head. We're finding out what to do with $8,000.
The funniest thing too is like it's those are problems when like there's like another issue. Like those things come up. It's like this is the problem. He's blaming like all of this thing in front of him.
Yeah.
His life.
He's taking it out on his life.
Yeah.
On the beauty. His wife.
Exactly.
Oh, dude, the thing I realized this year too, bro, was after when he comes back and he runs home. Mary, Mary. And the kids are upstairs and he goes, oh, kids. And he's hugging them and kissing them and stuff. And then Mary comes in. And she had just been out and she was arranging with the town, like, oh, all these people are about to come in and give us all this money. Like, and she's getting him set up and he can't stop kissing her.
Yeah.
He's grabbing her and he's kissing her, he's kissing her head, he's kissing her cheek, he's kissing. And I rolled over and looked at Lena today, bro, and I was like, it's just a beautiful reminder, bro, of like, don't forget what you got, dog. Don't forget what you got.
Yeah.
You got so much. I fixate on the paychecks and the account numbers and what's in the Lakeland bank account.
Yeah.
Rent's coming up on the 2nd, so I gotta.
Yep. Now
That's
you're
where
gonna have this much and this much.
That's what. But I have a living, breathing, beautiful fucking wife next to me.
Yeah.
And I'm in Lakeland Bank in my head. First thing in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just sad. It's sad.
It is. Yeah.
It's a sad existence. It's a waste of a morning.
Yeah.
And those aren't forever. That's an illusion. Mm-hmm. I was putting her laundry in the bag to come here.
Yeah.
And I said, one day, what if it's just laundry? What if she's not here?
Oh,
You know?
jeez.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because that laundry it'll mean something different to me than it would just be throwing it in the bag. Got to do it because it's Monday.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man.
So that's where I'm at. But the movie was a good reminder.
Yeah, definitely.
It was a good like shot of medicine.
Yeah.
It felt like.
Yeah, I truly believe if everyone watched that, then like at the same time, we just have like a really good day next day, you know? Just be a really good, I don't know, positive day.
It would, man. I agree.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Dang it.
Did you watch Everything, Every Place, Everywhere? Whatever?
Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Yeah.
I haven't, no. That's another one?
Another. I was surprised, man.
That's another one?
Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Really?
Yeah. You would like it. You would like it a lot, and it has a similar
Really?
reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that on a streaming?
I'm sure somewhere. I would check it out.
Yeah, the last thing I watched, did I talk about it last time? The Wednesday thing?
What Wednesday thing?
Wednesday, the show?
Oh, yeah. No, you told me about it.
I don't know what it was, man. I do want to watch it, but I've been busy playing a game.
Let's talk about addiction.
Should we talk about addiction?
Yeah, we get into it.
But I don't. Do you ever like go into something when you're especially like a show or a movie? You probably had that with that film. Just being like, it's like Addams Family. I'm like, oh, like I would never. And everyone's going crazy about it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the world is loving it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let me see like what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, why do I have this like view of
Critical?
you know? Yeah, critically immediately. You know, and I'm like, let me check it out. And I don't know why, but Mikey loves the Addams Family.
Do you?
I forgot about how much I love that. Like, I don't know why.
I never would have thought that.
I love that world. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Especially the character. Like you just see like a glimpse. If you saw the silhouette, you'd be like, oh, that's it. You know? That's like the coolest thing I think about like art and stuff is you can make something so iconic.
Oh, dude.
You know?
Someone said that about Messi. They said if you just saw his silhouette, you'd say, oh, I know who that is.
I don't think I could do that.
Thinking about art.
Messi?
Oh, yeah. Like Lionel Messi, like the soccer player?
Really?
You would know exactly who he was. If it was a bunch of soccer players and silhouettes, you would know that's Lionel Messi. 100%.
Like a Jordan silhouette? Like Messi silhouette?
Like if you saw him running with the ball, but it's just a silhouette.
Oh, okay.
You know exactly
Oh,
who
I
that
can see
is.
that,
Yeah, 100%. But that's the beauty of like what he does.
Yeah.
It's so specifically him and like so effortlessly. Like he makes it look so simple.
yeah.
And this little dude, like nothing athletic about him and like
Yeah.
the best soccer player of all time, arguably.
I am glad. I always hated him because I'm just a hater. But I am glad he won.
Me too.
You know, and I'm glad the team won because
He deserved
it's about time.
Yeah, he
you know
deserved
what I mean?
it.
It's about time.
He deserved it.
Dude,
But I didn't mean to
do you know
cut you
how
off.
old those people are? They're old, dude.
He's 36, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like playing, like being the best.
The best. The
That's
best.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like you could be boxing right now. Damn. Dude, you still got years.
I don't know. No. I had to be like 21, I think. Like being like, all right, I think I'll fight my first fight to like try. I'd have to fight like a wash up.
Yeah.
Like just somebody who's like, I just came from the bar. You throw them like gloves on them, and I'd be like, okay, I could do this. You know? But like a real trained athlete, like, I don't know, bro. And I've been out for too long. Addams Family, keep going because I cut you off.
I don't know. I don't have much to say about it.
Just that you had this
it's
critical
interesting.
outlook.
Yeah, and I watched it and I'm like, wow, like I want to watch the whole thing. So that's me.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
What have you been taking for granted, George Bailey?
Taken for granted. Mm-hmm. I think I've been taking time for granted.
In what sense, bro?
Dude, I have been.
Be honest.
Now is saying that it's the end of the year and the holidays.
I think
is
so.
that an excuse?
No.
Or is that a thing? That's okay.
I think a lot of people are struggling around this time of year.
Yeah.
I blew up.
Yeah.
I had a little blowout on the highway.
You know what?
spiritual
You
highway.
shared your blowout. Let me share mine.
Share it with me, please.
And it's been a fun blowout.
I'm your friend.
it's been a fun blowout. It hasn't
What
been
does that
like
mean?
it hasn't been, when I take the lens and
Yeah.
I turn it and it
Yeah.
zooms out,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, spent 40 hours playing a game in a week.
In a week.
Work week. That's like a work week.
That's a full work week.
That's like a full work week.
So you have 2 full-time jobs.
And Mikey streamed for 20 something hours in the week.
That's good though. That's work.
Now, I don't know. Like, it's very fun,
Yeah.
you know, but maybe zooming out, I'm like, maybe, you know,
Uh-huh.
shouldn't make this a habit, right? But it's been fun. Mm-hmm. So that's all I want. Like, I don't know. I just think that, you know what? I want you to hold me accountable in the new year.
Okay.
And if I'm not
New Year's
full-time
resolution?
jobbing a video game,
Not full-time job.
yeah, I don't want to be.
How do I check in on you?
You just got to let me know. You just got to like text me and
Okay.
be like, what are you doing?
Okay.
Like a 999, like
Will you lie?
you got to like FaceTime me, dude. You got to FaceTime me.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie if you called me.
Okay.
But if I do sound like I'm like,
I'm laying. No, this is you.
I'm
This is you.
watching.
I'm laying down.
Yeah, I never. Say
You're
that.
not laying down.
I'm just.
No one's just laying down, right?
Yeah, I'm just walking to my fridge.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'll keep an eye on you.
keep an eye on me, man.
Yeah.
Because it's been.
It's a dark road.
I do feel like the darkness.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun is the scary part.
It is physically dark and mentally dark.
But that's drugs. It's the same thing.
It is drugs.
Right?
It kind of is.
Drugs are unhealthy for you, but they're so much fun.
Yeah, but isn't it interesting though that we talk about like the way I'm talking about now is like there are people that just spend like their whole day like watching TV and relaxing.
Are you scared for them?
Kinda.
Or is it like, I'm fulfilled, they're happy, and they're not hurting anyone
Well,
else?
actually, yeah. Because I'm a firm believer in you can do what you want with your time.
Free will.
You know.
Yeah.
Now, but is there like a better use of time for things? Like, what if I was having a conversation with my brother because my brother's trying to really like put in some work. You know, getting a new job.
Streaming?
No, not a degenerate job. But that's my job is to do a degenerate thing. But there's kind of this conversation of like, you know, like we've always loved like video games and stuff, and what do we call these things? Like a vice, like a entertainment, you know. Mm-hmm. And
Hobbies?
you know, we talk about like, oh, like, you know, it's your choice to do what you want with your time, and also to your like to be able to be okay with like living with where you're at right now, and what life is, you know, and I feel all right. I feel all right living like this, you know. But is that good?
But you said dark.
Well, sometimes I try to look out and I'm like, maybe it is a little dark. That maybe me living my life and it being okay is, you know, Mikey playing games till 2 a.m. You know, is that good?
Do you feel you're missing out anywhere?
I mean, define missing out. What could it be?
I don't know.
Is going to a party missing out?
If it is to you?
Could be.
If it is to you?
It could be. I'm just saying, there's like this weird, like, you know, now we have to gauge what's worth more and what's not.
You know what I found interesting with that guy you were showing me that had an addiction to a video game?
Yeah.
He said, I was brave enough to unplug it.
Yeah.
I was never brave enough to unplug it. Like, I had a spouse who said, that's it.
Yeah.
You're sick.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not sick.
Yeah.
I'm just having, this is for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is my thing.
Maybe the fact that I can see it is a good thing.
I sure, yeah. The
Right?
awareness
That I could be
of it,
like, maybe I should chill.
Yeah. And dude, people have
can
healthy
control.
relationships with video games.
Yeah, man.
They're like, I'm gonna play for 2 hours and then I'm gonna call it because that's my.
It was just this week was a big week for me.
It was a big week.
It was
for
just a
you.
big week for me and my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's totally normal. You look like you're getting away with something. Like you look like you committed a crime of some kind.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we're good. We're working through it, dude. We're doing fine. I got more followers on Twitch. It's great.
So if the follower count's up, we're doing well.
I'm gonna start streaming.
Yeah.
Another thing.
Yes.
Now, at Christmas,
Yeah.
we were talking about the kids.
Did I eat 40 cookies? Yeah.
Me too.
Is that my vice? Yeah.
Food is my vice.
Yeah.
We had the pernil.
The what?
The pernil.
What is the pernil?
Pulled pork.
Oh.
It was amazing.
Okay.
Now,
That's head on.
food aside,
Yeah.
the kids. Now, I want to have a conversation with you. When you have kids, are they getting the iPad? Are they getting... Because I'm going to be real.
But I'm going to say...
I was with the kids for 2 days.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be real. I can't handle it. I can't handle the full day of iPad, TikTok, iPhone, crazy wacky YouTuber screaming all day. I can't do it.
You could just get them AirPods and that's it.
No, you can't. Because then what are they going to be listening to then?
Well,
you got to monitor them.
Then, so here's the thing. I'm going to say what I think, or what I want to do.
I can see it melting the brain.
That's how
They're sitting there like...
Right. Exactly. 100%.
For like hours.
100%. That's what's going to happen.
It's crazy.
You think ours is bad?
Yeah.
You think our shit's bad?
Dude, they couldn't even watch the movies we put on?
Of course not.
Couldn't watch anything.
That's long
We're like,
form.
sit down and watch the movie.
That's going to take real patience. Imagine them in a room just with nothing. What would happen? You used to have creativity. You used to have it.
Yeah.
You were forced to have it. Now it's like,
It's
take that and then go scroll a bit. And then you're going to have fun until your bedtime. It's got to be the most unhealthy shit ever. And I don't know what kids are going to be doing in the teens after that kind of thing. Like, what are you going to do? You used to have to do stuff. You used to have to like want to read a book or like go outside or
I would never read a book, but I would definitely go outside and I would be forced to go out.
You have to.
Because if I was left to my own devices,
You're playing games.
Yeah, I'd be playing video games. all day.
Yeah, 100%. Even that though took more attention than like the quick watching other people's and flipping through things.
But the kid's playing Call of Duty on his phone.
Oh, wow.
On his phone. And he's like, and the one kid was saying, we were playing this game, and he's like, he said something about, they were saying some crazy stuff. They were like battle axe, like kill him with a battle axe, kill him with an axe. I'm like, dude, like
Kill him with
what?
Axe. Was he 3?
Yeah.
Murder him.
Yeah, they're just like talking about killing and everything. I'm like, dude, this can't be good.
Yeah.
This generation coming up.
I don't want to do it, bro. And I'm going to try not to do it.
How are you going to feel like if your kid's like, oh, but Jimmy has an iPhone, everyone's making fun of me?
Lynn has kids.
Yeah.
Lynn has a little boy.
Oh, yeah, do they have
Loves
phones and
video
stuff?
games. Yeah. Well, he just got a phone. He just got one. She's been really good about holding back on phones.
Yeah.
Shout out, Lynn.
That must be a tough thing, dude.
Well, she's been good about it. She's like, she told me about a punishment one time was like, he wanted to play GTA.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto, for those that don't know. They do bank rob heists, they call them.
Yeah.
Right? And you get your friends together. It's just like over there. And then you're like, oh, it's a nice heist night.
Let's go rob a bank.
He's in middle school. And he's like excited. He's like, this doesn't happen all the time, Mom. Like, this is heist night.
You don't rob a bank every day.
No, with your homies? Like, no, you don't. And he was all excited about it, but she caught him lying. And she caught him lying a lot. And eventually, like, he lied about doing something, like his work or something he's supposed to do. She said, no game tonight. And he freaked out. He was upset. And she said, we're going to go to the library. So instead of playing the heist, which to him was like the Super Bowl, man. It was like getting married. It was like the big, when you're a kid like that, that's a huge deal. He's like, my friends are texting me. They're like, they're all waiting for me with the heist, Mom. Like, please, just tonight, please. And the whole time she stayed strong. And she said, no heist, no game. I'm taking you to the library. They went to the library, made him take out a book and read the book.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
That's a healthy fucking switcheroo, right? Like if your kid is acting up and they give them all these things and like they have but they're doing the wrong thing, take that away.
Yeah.
Replace it with something where they have to use their mind and their creativity and sit a book.
Yeah.
It's still, if they fall into it, this is enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's not a heist.
Yeah.
Will a book ever be a heist?
If you read a good book, maybe.
But your friends are like, Mike, where are you?
Now that's the problem. That's the hard part, I think, is once you see
Other
them
people.
interacting with others
Yeah.
that have things that you don't,
Yeah.
it's over.
Then it's over.
That's gonna be the breaking point one day.
Would you do that with your kids? Would you have them?
I think I gotta hold out as long as I can. And if anything, it'd be like a time limit thing. You know? And honestly, for video games, because I love video games.
Yeah.
I'd probably be playing video games too.
Yeah.
Like at that age, I'm not gonna lie. Play games all that.
Playing games with your kids would be so much fun.
That would be so fun.
Right.
But I ain't gonna have it like this kid that I was talking to, where he has a stack of Pokemon cards and he has never played a Pokemon game. He's getting a Game Boy. Boy's getting a Game Boy.
He never played the game?
Never played the game.
I thought you meant he never played with the cards.
No,
Like,
he's never played the game. And also, that's a thing. There's a card game.
That's
that
why the cards
no
are made.
one plays.
right.
No one plays it.
I never played it.
No one plays it, but you have these cards.
You have binders full of cards.
And you know what that connects to? Is people opening the packs and shit online.
Influencing
And they're worth
people.
money.
Influencing the kids.
Now you're injecting money, value to rare, basically a random like pack
Right.
you get from money.
Right. Why do they have such a resurgence?
It's gonna be terrible.
Why do they have such a reason? Because I remember having binders, man, and just being like, and then like giving them away
Yeah.
or something, and then like it was
The-
there's a patch of time when nobody played it, nobody collected them, and now they're back. Now that's a huge deal again.
I mean, they always made them like forever.
But now didn't they go up in like value?
There was there's a niche crowd.
A bubble? Is that what it's
Kind of,
called?
yeah, it's like a bubble. I have a similar thing with like the retro games. You know what I mean? Like I collect those because like there's some value in it, and stuff that I've kept, has gone up in value.
Why
So
are
it's
things
like,
valuable like that?
I think it's just collectible.
But why is collectible things is what I'm asking? Because it's like a cheaply made something. It's not like an expensive thing to make a card. It's the value in
The card?
No, the card is just a card.
It's
not a piece of gold.
I guess. Yeah. There is art though. There are artists that do it.
Okay.
Each illustration. There's like a certain there's different from a different time. I guess you could say like a what about a painting? Like, you make a painting.
Why does it hold value?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just paper.
Right. It's canvas and oil
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah. That's true.
I guess it's art.
Yeah.
But it's also like a game card.
It's also the lore of the world that was created, right? Like that's the
I
art?
don't think that's even what it has to do with it.
No?
I think the value just comes from scarcity, maybe.
Doesn't it come from other people? If we're digging. If we're really digging. Isn't
Yeah.
it like, oh, they think it's so they think it's valuable, so I think it's valuable because
Yeah.
we all agree it's valuable?
Yeah. There's definitely been some big people that brought it back that have made that bubble.
Right.
I think like Logan Paul and those kind of people. Because they
Yo.
and a lot of those people
Shady.
faked it.
Faked it.
They bought a
Did
fake.
you send me that documentary? Coffeezilla?
Yes.
About
Board
the-
8. Board 8 Yacht Club. That
That
was
one,
like
yeah.
NFT thing.
But then there was another one where Logan Paul was connected to it, and I just learned about it. It was like he blew up some crate. He was like they were making a project.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's the same guy that made the videos.
Same thing.
Yeah, that guy made good videos.
Makes great
Coffeezilla?
videos. Shout out.
Coffeezilla.
Shout out.
He's huge.
Cool overalls.
He's huge. But yeah, so the thing was with Logan Paul, he was making this NFT project that kind of was like a Pokemon. You get like an egg and it hatches
Was
into
animals,
something.
pets,
yeah, and
pets.
It was like pets, and then they could do things and fight, and it was gonna be this whole game.
But the people that made it
People that made it,
secretly released it to the market without telling anybody
Yeah.
2 months before and bought up
Yeah.
all of it.
yeah, and they had everyone hyped in it. Logan Paul was like this big figure, had everyone invested.
And there's
Was
proof
telling-
of it. It's like actually that happened.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
evidence. So so Logan Paul and all these people attached, his people and the people
Yeah.
that were involved that invested originally were like, we're going to buy this up without telling anybody when we release it secretly. And then we're going to sell it when the bubble gets to like 120 million or something
Yeah,
like that.
that's the game with those scam
Just so
NFT
dirty,
projects. And,
dirty.
yeah,
It's a Potter-esque.
yeah,
Mr. Potter.
yep, exactly.
How much is too much, man?
That's also
How much is too much, Mike? For you?
how much is too much.
Yeah, like if you when would you be happy with money wise? What would make you happy right now?
Dude, if I just had a house,
What is that?
just say a 3-bedroom.
If you had a house,
Yeah,
still making what you make now, but you had a house,
yeah,
you're happy.
yeah.
Okay.
Probably. No debt.
Ah,
That'd be good.
well, no debt.
Well, house is more than my debt.
Well, are you paying? You paid the house off. The house paid off.
House is paid off.
So that would realistically be like what? Like
Well,
750,000? Are we talking here? Are we talking?
yeah. Yeah, like
So 750.
750. What, dude? For happiness? Come on.
For happiness, right? Not a big deal. 750, cool. 750.
Like that's like a half a lifetime
Yeah.
of a normal job. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Probably not.
It's a lot of money.
It is.
It's a lottery win.
Now, how do we get rich?
Bro, isn't it funny, man?
Made a whole a whole circle.
How do we get rich? It's just sad that, like, we have a little box now. This is kind of embarrassing, but it's true.
Yeah.
It was a biscotti cookie box.
Okay.
We had these, Lena made on one Christmas years ago, and we had extra boxes. And one of those extra boxes, we were having an argument, and we were arguing about, not arguing, but just had different opinions on, like, where's our money going? You know, we look at every month,
Yeah.
and I have my account, she has her account, and there's like a joint account.
I have to argue with myself, right?
So I was like, I'm busting my ass. It's more than I ever have. And the money at the end of the month isn't making sense. Where we're lacking still.
Yeah.
So she suggested and I suggested, let's air out everything. Let's put everything and all the accounts just out on the table. Just to see where we're at every month.
Yeah.
What cash is in my wallet? What am I carrying around every day? What is coming into the wallet and what is leaving the wallet? And so I started emptying the wallet. I was like, oh, wow. Because I get tips and I work this other job. Sometimes I make cash and I need to take that cash and put it in this box. And now, so we could see where it's going.
Yeah.
And we could save a little on the side maybe for Tuscany, for
That's
a
a good
little
idea.
trip. Or we could put it to the side for like a just in case fund or something. And doing that, I was like, oh, wow. It's good to know, like, she knows what we're at and I know where we're at. And so that way there's no, like, you think we have this, but actually we have this, and you were carrying around that and I didn't know. And it's just transparency, total transparency. And it's helpful. But busting my ass, putting stuff in the box. And I'm like, oh, this is great. Credit card bill at the end of the month. And I'm like, I got to take from the box.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, that's to save money. And I'm like, losing money. I thought I was making money. I'm losing. I have to pay. I was paying with my credit card for most of our shit. So I gotta balance that out. You know, just it's adult shit. It's just getting used to. I'm not trained with money.
Yeah.
No one taught me how to use money. No one taught me a game of like, invest this and then take this percentage. You should move it over here and then use this for what you're going to pay and then keep this on your credit card until next month. Pay the minimum and then go there. I'm tripping because I didn't know that. No one taught me this.
Yeah.
But you just learn as you go, I guess. That's right.
Yeah.
Am I crazy?
No, yeah, definitely.
I'm learning.
You get to the point where you're like, you have that moment with your wife. You're like, what is going on? You know, you have to literally put it all out.
Are we fucked?
Are we literally just?
Because then you got to make a life change.
Are we spending everything?
Because then you have to make a life change, which is where I'm like,
I am trying to like really figure out like saving tactics because it's hard, dude. It's fucking hard.
super hard.
Like
It's
for
really
real,
difficult.
I'll air out one thing, dude. For food, like I didn't have to go out and get food today.
Yeah.
You know, I could have made maybe some ramen.
Yeah, you got
or something.
stuff. Yeah.
Ate something, but you know, your boy was a little lazy. And you know what? Like I buy groceries sometimes every week, and sometimes I throw out like 3 things that I bought, and I'm like, fuck, like why didn't I make it? Like I wasn't home this night, I wasn't blah blah blah, or I was lazy this night. But it's like if you did actually like really try, you could save so much. You know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you try.
Yeah.
And we're trying.
And you should at least try, right?
We're trying now. And like, oh, there's frozen meat in the fridge. How about you thaw it out in the morning?
Yeah.
So that way you have a meal at night. You know what I mean? Like things like that.
No, I do have a problem because my fridge, if I put the meat in the fridge, it doesn't defrost in a day.
Ooh.
So it's too cold,
Okay.
and that messes me up.
Yeah.
So that's why I can't do that.
Yeah.
And that's an excuse.
That is an excuse.
Yeah.
Well, it's that frozen?
Yeah.
You run water on it? You haven't tried the water. You haven't tried the water.
That's a lot of work.
Lynn told me about a slow cooker. We should invest in slow cookers and just throw meat in it all day and like it just does its thing.
That is a good idea.
It's a really good idea. But the box, dude. I was looking at the box and I was like,
That is a good idea. To just like put in like
physical. If you have physical.
Let's say you just put in $20.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
A month.
Yeah. You 40 a week, 20 a week,
or a
whatever
week.
whatever you can afford. Whatever you can afford, just to know it's going
Something.
somewhere.
Or you put something
And you
in
can
the box.
see it, which was really nice. But then I had a pull. This week I had a pull. And I said, it's sad that if you allow it to, because we're not in the we just got $750,000 for our house thing yet. That day hasn't come. And I'm looking at this box full of money. I'm like, it was making us feel so happy to stack. And then we had a pull. And that it hurt me. And I was like, damn. And then I said, like, isn't it funny, like, this paper in this little brown box can make me so upset. And if you're not careful, that could be your whole life.
Yeah.
Your whole life can be working towards stacking green papers to feel better,
That's what everyone's life is.
feel safe. But like it doesn't. You can still make money,
Yeah.
but the importance of the value you see, it's the George Bailey.
Yeah.
How do you see the $8,000 deficit?
Yeah.
How do you see it? Me, the most important thing in my life right now.
Yeah.
2 days ago. Now, today, in this moment, it's like time.
Yeah. I do think another, like, in his case too, is like having the family and everything.
Oh, man,
Like, all the
come
kids.
on, family.
It's like your life is over.
Bro, if you don't have that,
Yeah.
what do you have?
Yeah.
Why are you stacking dollars?
Yeah. So I almost fucking jumped off the bridge.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. And if you're not careful, dude, the scary thing is people do that. And then also, you're people too.
Yeah.
You're a person.
Yeah.
I think it's sometimes like, I forget. It's like, I'm not me though. Mm-hmm. I'm walking around, I only know myself. Other people do that kind of thing. Other people hurt themselves. Other people jump. Other people do. Not me. Okay, remove my family from me.
Dude,
and then,
what's something that you thought not me?
oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, that is a good question.
And then you were surprised it was you?
Yeah.
That's a really
Maybe we
good
should save that for next one.
No, bro.
That's a great one.
That's a great question, Mike.
You know what I thought? I thought
Tell me.
depression, anxiety, panic attacks was not me. And it was, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I told her the story about my first panic attack. Like it blew my mind.
Scary.
Like it literally made me be like, oh, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I have no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
I thought I had like a medical problem.
Right.
Like I thought it was over. I thought like I'm alone in my apartment. I'm like, I can't
one's-
breathe.
yeah.
I can't move. I'm like, well, this is it.
Body
And I start breathe, and I start trying to breathe, and I'm like looking things up. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you're in a panic attack. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
I've never felt it in my life.
Yeah.
And a depression thing, I always like could never relate. I had relationships with people that were diagnosed. I've never went to the doctor for anything. And I always like saw them going through it, and like I was able to learn a lot about it. And then you start seeing how like similar it is to what you're going through. You're like, oh, like I'm going through that too. You know?
Yeah.
I have that too.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's your not me. Like depression. Oh man. I mean, same, bro. But
I think we all have it.
same.
Yeah.
I never thought like. That's why it's so surprising.
Yeah.
I'm like, why am I breathing in my living room before I leave the room, like the house for 15, 20, 30 seconds? Mm-hmm. And Lena's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, nothing. And I can't even breathe. It's that. It's the not me. I don't have time to suffer. And also, my life's fine. My life's fine. That's a big lie. My life's fine.
Yeah.
It's like 100% true. Yes, it is fine, whatever that means. Is it stable? Like, maybe not totally, but like, dude, I heard this quote, your worst day is somebody's best day.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like, Why should I be like, boo-hoo, I'm all suffering, I'm depressed? I feel like I'm kind of just throwing nonsense out there because I have a lot of blessings. I have a lot of like, I've been gifted a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I don't have much to complain about, but I do. If I sit there and like, in a panic attack, like it freaked me out. I haven't had one of those in a long time, and it freaked me out. And I guess I'm in the same boat. It's like, not me. Yeah, not me. I don't suffer from depression. I don't suffer from anxiety. And if I do, I have my tools and I know how to use them. And, you know, but on those days, like that day, no tool was found. There was no thing that came to me other than negative. And so I think someone had to jolt me out of it that I didn't know it was a stranger, like a customer or something, because I still had to go to work. Someone said something and I was like, oh, hey, Jonathan, what's up? He told me about his wife. And I was like, oh, well, cool. Tell me about... And he kind of knocked me out of it for a second. And then Lena came and visited me. That's what it was.
Yeah.
She came and visited me with Teddy. And he just got groomed. And I was like... I had this thought 10 minutes before. I was cleaning off a table and I saw this parking spot. And I thought it was Lena's car because it was a white car. And it looked like her car. And I said, oh, man, that would be beautiful if that was her. And it wasn't. She pulled out and left. And I said, fuck, that would have been really cool. And I went back to work. And then Lena walks in. Like 5 minutes later with Teddy. And I was like, in his little red sweater. And he's all shaved down. And he's excited to see me. She's excited to see me, you know.
Man.
Nazreen's there chatting. And it was just like a beautiful moment. And I was like, I'm so loved, man.
Yeah.
I'm feeling shitty. But like, look what's going on over there. It's because I am stuck in here.
Yeah.
I'm happiest when I'm out there.
Yep.
My attention's out there.
Yeah.
That's when I'm most relaxed and happy and like present and just I'm willing to go wherever and the moment's more beautiful and light.
Yeah.
But here, dude, I just hate being in here. I hate being alone in here. I hate getting stuck in my own brain, in my own cyclical thought, in my own negative, like cascade of thought. But when I'm more focused on other people and what's going on outside of me in life, like just driving down and I look up into the sky and it's a blue sky. And I just have the thought, oh, because I'm seeing it, that's a light blue. That's like a canary blue. Is that the word? Canary yellow. But so it's not canary yellow. It's like a sky blue, people would say, right? It's bright. And that cloud has like a blue hue to it. And it's like the shape of this. And like, that's where my focus is going. You got to focus on something unless you're focused on...
Yeah, I think I like that. It's like the... when you're giving like yourself, like your attention outside of there, like not on yourself,
but out.
Because once you're selfish and like focusing on yourself, that's when you start going dark.
Why?
I don't know.
Why so self-deprecating and scared? And why can't I sit with myself? That's a scary thing. But I work on therapy. I'm trying to work it out.
That's your journey, I think. Figure out how to be with yourself.
I rely on the other.
I think this year you're gonna do it.
You think so?
Yeah.
That's the New Year's resolution. By the end of the year, like be cool being myself, being with myself in my own head.
Just you, yeah.
Just being in here. I could just not think negative thoughts all the time. 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What's your New Year's resolution? Last thing.
New Year's resolution?
Oh, you told me to keep an eye on you because you don't want to be 40 hours.
No, I won't do that.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I won't do that. Once Eric's wife comes.
Then it's over.
I think that's another reason. That's another reason I think why we're playing, because we're like,
get it in now.
Dude, let's just play.
There's a timer. There's a timer when that plane lands, man.
Yeah. New Year's resolution. I have... What did we say last year? We should like check.
Yeah, I don't know. Oof.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
That would be cool if like on like these years, maybe next week.
Check.
Let's check. What we said last year.
Okay.
That'd be cool. That'd be a cool like check-in.
I wonder if we said anything last year.
I think we had to have. We definitely did. Dude.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah.
Our New Year's resolutions. Let's say them. People want to hear.
You are here, podcast episode 205. You guys want to hear us talk, so here we are. Thank you guys for liking and subscribing and sharing. Thank you for riding with us. We love you. You know that. And we're here for you if you need us. Thanks for letting us open up to you today. You guys can join us. You can help us on Patreon. If you guys want to help us on Patreon.
Patreon.com/YouAreHerePodcast.
Patreon.com/YouAreHerePodcast.
Best way to support us.
Best way to support us. AnytownActorsLab.com. You guys want to get into the acting training, Adam Louder has the best place to go. It's a website, www.anytownactorslab.com. You can get one-on-ones online, or you can get in person in Dallas, Fort Worth area if you're there. Also, twitch.tv/YouAreHerePodcast. Me and Mike are about to go do that right now. We love you guys. Come join us. Come hang. Come play. Relax. Get out of your head, like Dave, like Mike, and get focused on something else that's healthy. Maybe it'll heal the inside stuff, and we can play some games, have fun, and just watch things and learn things. We learned about the Titanic, Carpathia.
The Carpathia, yeah.
Carpathia. We learned about it. Saved people from the Titanic. We learned all about that ship. And that's it.
That's it. Hey, man. I love you guys. My name is Mike, and I'm signing out.
I love you, Mikey. And I love you guys.
Love you, man.
It's Dave. I'm signing out. Love you guys. Be kind to yourselves, one another. Thank you. Peace.